Everything we've been told about cave women is wrong. The classic image, men hunting mammoths while women gather berries, is pure myth. New archaeological evidence shows prehistoric women were skilled hunters, expert toolmakers, and spiritual leaders, sharing equally in survival. For decades, the man-the-hunter story spread through museums and documentaries despite having no real proof. Anthropologist Sarah Lacey explains that artifacts found with men were labeled hunting tools, but the same items found with women were reclassified as something else, ignoring clear evidence. Studies now reveal little support for strict gender roles in the Paleolithic era, suggesting modern bias shaped the old narrative. The first major challenge came when archaeologist Dean Snow analyzed ancient cave handprints in France and Spain, discovering that 3/4 belonged to women, shattering long-held beliefs. Further research revealed that 30,000-year-old graves contained women buried with the same deadly weapons as men. Spears, knives, hunting gear, everything. If women weren't hunting, why were they buried with full arsenals? Bone trauma patterns in ancient skeletons show no difference between men and women, with both bearing the same injuries from dangerous hunts. Studies of modern hunter-gatherer societies reveal that women hunt in 79% of cases, often intentionally, and in communities relying mainly on hunting, they participate every time. Physiologist Kura Okabak notes that while men have the edge in speed and power, women excel in endurance thanks to estrogen, which acts like premium fuel for sustained activity. This made them ideal for persistence hunting, chasing prey over long distances until it collapsed. Paleolithic women's days were demanding and diverse, involving toolmaking, spiritual leadership, and vital survival tasks. Each morning began with checking the fire, essential for warmth, cooking, and protection. They crafted tools for specific jobs, processed food with skill, and used grinding stones dating back tens of thousands of years. At least 12,000 years ago, women were already baking bread, using ovens linked to grinding stones for processing roots, seeds, and grains into meals that kept communities alive through harsh seasons. While hunting was vital, gathering was the true backbone of survival, requiring vast knowledge of edible plants, ripening times, toxin removal, and locations across large territories. This demanding work meant climbing trees, digging, grinding, traveling long distances, and carrying loads using woven baskets and hide containers. Innovations that transformed food transport. Their plant knowledge was life or death. One wrong choice could kill, and vital medicinal plants could mean the difference between life and death. Childcare myths also crumble here. Raising kids in the Ice Age was a shared responsibility, freeing women to hunt, make tools, and lead. Pregnancy, childbirth, nursing, and menstruation didn't remove them from essential work for long. They adapted as needed and returned quickly. Children learned by joining in, tracking animals, gathering plants, crafting tools. And archaeological evidence shows that even 5- or 6-year-olds left their own handprints in caves, engaging in the same artistic and spiritual traditions as adults. Evidence from cave art makes the story even more striking. Beyond the female handprints, research suggests women likely created much of the famous Paleolithic animal art, hinting at a greater role in shaping hunter-gatherer life. Women also served as spiritual leaders, with the earliest known shaman, 30,000 years old, being female. Burials reveal women of high status, such as the 8,500-year-old shaman of Bad Dürnberg in Germany, buried in red clay with a deer antler headdress, bone pendants, and ritual object from various animals. This was no domestic figure, but a respected leader. In reality, Paleolithic life was flexible. Small groups required everyone to take on multiple roles, with hunting, gathering, toolmaking, childcare, and spiritual work shared across genders. Rigid divisions didn't fit the demands of survival, but equality shifted dramatically with the rise of farming. Agriculture brought property ownership, inheritance concerns, and paternity control, leading to a sharp drop in women's status, a decline even visible in their teeth, which show more stress and disease after farming began. Modern research now paints prehistoric women as active, skilled participants in all aspects of Paleolithic life, from hunting to leadership. Paleolithic women hunted dangerous game, crafted tools, led spiritual ceremonies, and created art that still amazes us. For 3 million years, both sexes contributed equally to hunting and gathering, with survival depending on everyone's skills, not just men's. This challenges modern ideas about gender roles, showing that early humans were far more egalitarian than we assume. Life in the Ice Age was tough and dangerous, but people organized around cooperation, not rigid hierarchies. Those museum scenes of passive cave women picking berries? Completely wrong. These women could track wounded mammoths, slice through bone with their tools, and guide their communities through powerful rituals. They were hunters, artists, innovators, and leaders whose very daily work was crucial to survival. Recognizing their contributions doesn't diminish anyone. It expands our understanding of human resilience. Paleolithic women weren't background figures. They were co-authors of humanity's greatest achievements, and their legacy still inspires. If they could thrive in a world of predators and ice, imagine what's possible for us today.